this week's new quilt. We're heading over to Quilts in a Jiffy, and we're gonna go to half square triangles. Well, because even though there are half square triangles, this says Quilts in a Jiffy, and we're gonna do some big half square triangles because we're gonna do this Landslide quilt. So we've got 3 fabrics, as we always do. And with those fabrics, let me show you what we're gonna be working with today. So fabric number 1, which is gonna be the big squares, we are gonna go with the Mandalorian. This one, I just felt like I couldn't cut it up into small bits because they are good like postcardy type things, and I think it was gonna be a good print, and I really just like the colors in it. I thought about just doing solids, but I found some other good stuff to go with it. So this is gonna be fabric number 1. So my fabrics 2 and 3 that are gonna make up the half square triangles and the borders are gonna be these 2 fun fabrics. So originally I had an obnoxious bright yellow print because I felt like that made sense with this. But the more I looked at it, the more I was like, that's too yellow. Like it was like, take highlighter yellow and then go extreme a notch above it. So with these 2, I felt like it had the right colors in there, and something about this print just felt right. Like it just adds something a little different. It was on the clearance wall, and it was like a good one on the clearance wall, not some of the like weird ones you see on clearance walls at some points. And so I felt like those 3 together, this will kind of be a nice mid-sized print in those half square triangles, and I believe it's also my outside border, and so that'll kind of help break it up a little bit and be more than just this and a bunch of solids. And so this cone I think is flame. It's either flame or torch. I knew it was something fire related, and so with those I think this is going to be a good quilt that can be geared towards boys, but remember, there's no reason why girls can't like Star Wars either. So we're gonna head on over and get this all cut out and then get ready to start sewing some giant half square triangles. I feel like I'm weirdly excited about this combination, and it's not because I don't like Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars appreciator, but something about these colors and this like funky little print over here, I think it's gonna be so fun when it all comes together. So I've got my big gigantor half square triangles to make, which compared to the tiny ones, those are gonna be fun. And we've got our big bold print here, and then it's just border 1, border 2, and then this is going to be my binding. So I'm excited to do this. So this is the way that we are going to make this quilt. So let's do it. It's a little windy out here, but here are our 2 blocks. We've got this big giant half square triangle that some are going to go this way, some are going to go this way, and then our solid printed block. So I'm going to go make some rows because that's all this needs, and then borders super fast. So it is time to landslide on in and talk about this finished quilt, and I love it. So I'll spoiler alert, I haven't watched Mandalorian, but I am Star Wars familiar, so I can tell you I at least appreciate the Star Wars universe. And I don't know, this colorway was just something a little bit different, something that's not your typical like navy blue Star Wars. And it needed something. So the fact that I found this Kona and then this on the clearance table, just, I don't know, it just went really well with it. I know Star Wars is considered a Western in some ways, and so I think that kind of just brings out that little aspect of it, but it just adds to these colors, and I just love it so much. I was working on this one at my retreat, and my co-pilot that drove up with me, Anna, she just kept looking at it. She's like, that looks so cool. And I was like, I feel really good about this. This was a great find. So thank you to Joan who sent me that fabric initially. I know I accidentally called her Joyce previously, but this was such a good pairing. So I am so excited to get this, figure out what I'm going to quilt this on. I have some ideas. I don't think I want to do a space pantograph, so I'm gonna brew on my ideas, see what I come up with, and then we'll be back real soon to quilt this.